You're going to go through it with us, yes. Good morning, good afternoon. We're going to be going through the homework check, page 19, starting with page 19, number 1. So this is just asking you to rewrite that -5 times -5 times -5 times -5 as -5 to the fourth power. Page 19, number 5 is that 1/3 all raised to the fourth power. Remembering that that's 1/3 times 1/3 times 1/3 times 1/3. Nope. Yep. So 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 on top. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 on the bottom.
81.
81. Page 19, number 9. So this one should have some work shown. That's why there's a little more space there. Okay, if you just had one number, technically you would get it wrong. If I were to check it, that would be an incomplete. That would be a late because you're not showing your work. If you just have the answer -311, does that tell me that you did the work and tried? No, it tells me you went to the back of the book and wrote that down.
Okay, the page, this one, I showed my work and I erased it.
All right, so G is 2. So we have 2 to the 5th power minus
H3.
7 to the 3rd power. So here, this is an example of what's going to be on your test tomorrow. 2 to the 5th power. Okay. 2, remember, caret 5. Same as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 5 times. Okay, that's 32. And then minus 7 to the 3rd power, or 7 times 7 times 7. If you 343. If you notice, I just used my calculator 2 different ways to find that answer, right? Okay, then we do 32 minus 343 in your calculator, and you get 311. Okay, so just next time, subtract. You're fine. Huh? On to page 27. If you are following along, it's probably a good idea.
Number 3.
Okay, number 3. That's okay. I'm going to do, this is a little more, you can't show a whole lot of work on this one. But this is, again, going to be one that's going to be, look like it's going to be on our quiz. This is where we multiply our two numbers, -7 times 5, which is a -35. Again, taking a calculator and multiplying those two numbers. But this, a to the 4th times a, you can't put in a calculator, right? You have to know what to do with those numbers. So what do I do with the 4 and the invisible 1 here? Add them. So I have a to the 5th. I should have b to the 5th because I have an invisible 1 and 4 and 1. And c to the what? 5th. Okay, this would be more of a problem where you just write the answer.
I honestly did not understand that one.
But now do you understand it?
Yeah.
Okay, number 27. Again, this is a little more, you don't have to show as much work. So your answer, so we have 3 to the 4th, x to the 4th, all over 3x squared. Okay, 3 to the 4th divided by 3. This would be 3 to the what? 4 minus the 1, which was 3. See how I did that? Then we have x to the 4th, x to the 2nd, so it would be x to the 4 minus 2, which is 2. You can leave it as that because it's just asking you to simplify. I don't know if it's actually, yeah, it's just asking you to simplify.
Good morning, everyone.
So we are skipping ahead to page 47. And these are the negative exponents. So if I look at number 3, I have g to the -7th power. Remember, if I have it on the top of a fraction, and if I have just a number, I can always put it over an invisible 1. Because then I'm dividing by 1 and I don't change it, right? So now it's on the top of the fraction. I want to do what, Gabby?
You want to put the negative on the bottom to make it add.
And make it a positive. And then I go
Okay,
one here.
I don't have that one. Like I have like 1 G. I mean,
But you put it under.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you're fine.
You don't.
Okay, number 5. This one is just trying to show that if I have it on the bottom of a fraction, I can move it to the top of the fraction and it would be negative.
Wasn't that W13?
Wait. I just put 12 negative 4.
Where did I get
Yes,
that from?
and then I don't need to put, it might have been the wrong problem. Yeah,
I took the wrong page.
that's okay.
Number 13.
Number 13 is y to the negative first times y to the fourth. Combining those, I add the negative 1 and the 4. Think of it as I owe Chrissy $1. I'm in the hole $1. I get $4. I have to give her 1. How much do I have left?
3.
I have 3. So this negative 1 and 4, combining those together gets me 3. 17, this is where maybe a little bit of work. Some people can maybe do this math in their head. Remember, they're both negatives. So what do I want to do?
Want to make them positive.
I would make them I would make them both positive. And what did you say, Clay? There. And then 10 minus 6 is y to the fourth. And then our last one, which is 29,
I was so confused. I didn't even know where to go.
s to the negative ninth.
Oh.
I want to get rid of that. Put it on the bottom of a fraction. Done.